The temperature is -50 degrees. There is no land beneath your feet. Only ice floating, cracking, drifting. Your ship is already dead. No radio, no rescue, no way home. You are standing in the most isolated place on Earth, watching your only escape sink beneath the ice. And here's the terrifying truth. No one knows you're alive. For the next 497 days, survival will depend on one thing alone: the decisions of one man. This is not a story about exploration. This is a story about how 28 people walked into Antarctic hell and somehow all walked back out alive. On November 4th, 1914, a British ship named Endurance pushed into storm-filled waters toward the most dangerous continent on Earth, Antarctica. On board were 28 men. Their leader, Sir Ernest Shackleton. His goal was insane, even by modern standards: to walk across the entire Antarctic continent, 2,900 kilometers on foot. No GPS, no satellites, no modern survival gear, just maps, instincts, and temperatures cold enough to kill a man in minutes. The plan was precise. They would enter through the Weddell Sea, land at Vassal Bay, cross the South Pole, and emerge on the opposite coast. 120 days. That was the plan. But Antarctica doesn't care about plans. By December, the Endurance met something worse than storms. Ice. Not loose ice. Not broken floes. But dense, unmoving, crushing ice trapped by the geography of the Weddell Sea. Experienced whalers warned Shackleton to turn back. He didn't. By January 18, 1915, the ship was frozen solid. For 9 months, the ice carried them farther from land slowly, silently, like a coffin drifting at sea. Then the pressure began. On October 24th, the ice finally won. A massive slab slammed into the hull. Wood cracked. Water surged in. For 3 days, the crew fought, pumping, chopping, praying. It didn't matter. At 6:45 p.m., Shackleton made the call no captain ever wants to make. Abandon ship. One crewman whispered what everyone feared: "None of us are going home." 3 days later, the Endurance rose 20 feet into the air, then shattered. As the ship sank, so did the dream.
Watch the ropes,
But now
lads!
something more important was at
Faster,
stake:
the ice is shifting.
their lives. They camped on an ice sheet, not land. A moving platform that could split at any moment. Supplies were counted. 3 lifeboats, 1 sledge, 1 month of food. That was it. To survive, Shackleton enforced brutal rules. Only 2 pounds of personal belongings per man. Gold coins were abandoned. A Bible left behind. Even memories became a liability. When food ran out, they killed the sled dogs. Later, they ate them. No speeches, no sentiment, only survival. The ice carried them away from land, then back, then away again. Food was rationed to a single biscuit per day. Water was melted using body heat. Men slept pressed together, not for comfort but to avoid freezing to death. One mistake, one crack, one fall into the sea, and death would be instant. By April 1916, the ice was disintegrating. Shackleton made a final call. They would take the lifeboats and sail to Elephant Island. After 497 days, they touched land. But it was a cruel joke. No people, no ships, no supplies, just rock, and the knowledge that no one ever came here. Shackleton knew the truth. If he stayed, everyone would die. So he chose the impossible. He would sail 1,300 kilometers across the most violent ocean on Earth. Drake Passage, in a wooden lifeboat. 6 men, waves taller than buildings, temperatures below freezing. No margin for error. For 3 weeks, they fought storms that nearly destroyed the boat. They navigated by seconds of sunlight. They slept soaked. They vomited, froze, hallucinated. At one point, Shackleton screamed at a bird out of pure exhaustion. This was a man being pushed past human limits. They reached South Georgia Island, but landed on the wrong side. Between them and help stood uncharted mountains. No one had ever crossed them. No tents, no sleeping bags. Just willpower. For 36 straight hours, Shackleton and 2 men climbed, slid, fell, and cut steps into ice cliffs. Then, smoke, voices, humans. They had done the impossible. But Shackleton wasn't done. 22 men were still waiting on Elephant Island. For 4 months, they waited. Every morning, their leader told them the same lie. The lie that kept them alive. Pack your bags. The boss could arrive today. On August 30th, 1916, a ship appeared. Every man was alive.
When we landed, they welcomed us so heartily that they nearly pushed us into the sea again.
Shackleton had lost his ship, but not a single soul. In 2022, over 10,000 feet beneath the Weddell Sea, explorers found the Endurance, perfectly preserved, frozen in time. For 110 years, Antarctica had kept Shackleton's secret. Not a story of conquest, but of leadership, of mental strength, of choosing people over glory. Because Shackleton failed at his goal and achieved something far greater. If this incredible survival story moved you, then you won't believe the true story of the miracle of the Andes. Some rugby players were stranded here for weeks to discover how they survived against all odds. Click this video to witness their epic struggle